Hey everyone, we got some huge news today from Supermicro, which reported earnings results that absolutely beat expectations, and the stock price is soaring again. Already in 2024, Supermicro's stock price has increased phenomenally to begin the year. Of course, if you've been following my channel, you would have remembered that I recommended Supermicro stock as a buy a couple of weeks ago. So if you followed that recommendation, you are up considerably on your investment. Now, in this video, I'm going to update Supermicro investors on the latest developments. I'm also going to update my recommendation for Supermicro stock. Has it gone up too much too fast? Is it time to take profits? Or is Supermicro stock still a buy? Those are the questions I'm going to answer in this video. So stay tuned and let's get underway. So Supermicro saying that we continue to demonstrate our market leadership in fiscal Q2 2024, reporting record revenue results of $3.6 billion. Revenue growth of 103%, said Charles Liang, President and CEO. While we continue to win new partners and our current and customers continue to demand more of our AI platforms and scale total AI IT solutions. As our innovative solutions continue to gain market share, we're raising our fiscal year 2024 outlook to 14.3 to 14.7 billion. So not only did demand exceed expectations for the current quarter, but demand is so strong and sustainably so that management is raising expectations for the rest of their fiscal year 2024. So excellent growth, 103% year-over-year growth. And management saying that this is going to continue because demand for our products and services continues to increase. Excellent news for Supermicro stock investors. If you look at the company's balance sheet, you can see it's in really strong shape. Supermicro has assets, total current assets of 4.8 billion, which was up from 3.179 billion in the quarter that ended June 30th, 2023. The company has little debt, not too much long-term debt, and that decreased from the previous period of 99 million down from 120 million from the previous quarter. Overall, total liabilities of 2.3 billion is less than half of total assets of 5.4 billion. I look at that as a signal of a good balance sheet. Now, you've got to dig deeper and look at more of the details, but for the most part, that's a good way to, on the surface, make a quick assessment of the balance sheet. Look at total assets, compare it with total liabilities. So we saw already that Supermicro's net sales increased by more than 100% in the most recent quarter, up to 3.66 billion from 1.8 billion in the same quarter the prior year. Interestingly, they did that while cost of goods sold increased, but not as much as sales increased. So that caused their gross profit to increase to 564 million, up from 337 million in the same quarter the prior year. If you look at the 6 months so far ended in December 31st, their revenue has grown to 5.78 billion, up from 3.65 billion. Gross profit has increased to 918 million, up from 684 million. Excellent growth to be sure. More importantly is the operating income line. Income from operations increased to 317 million, up from 215 million in the same quarter the prior year. And for the 6 months ended, it increased to 543 million, up from 435 million. So excellent growth on the top and bottom lines for Supermicro. Now, I look at this, especially more importantly, when I'm looking at a company whose stock price has increased by so much in such a short period of time, I'm looking at if there's performance to back up that increase in stock price, or was it from all hype? Was it all infused by enthusiasm and potential, or was it backed up by actual results? And for Supermicro, it looks like it's backed up by actual results. Revenue increasing by more than 100%, gross profit nearly doubling, Income from operations increasing by more than 50% in the most recent quarter and up by nearly 25% in the 6 months ended December 31st. Management forecasting continued excellent performance for the rest of fiscal 2024, and on. Everything looks like it's backed up by performance improvement from Supermicro. If we look at what Wall Street is expecting from Supermicro, we can see that for its fiscal year 2024, which ends in June 2025, they expect Supermicro to deliver 18.2% revenue growth and 13.7% earnings per share growth. For its fiscal year 2025, that ends in June 2026, they expect 12.5% revenue growth and 25% earnings per share growth. For the fiscal year 2023 that ends in June 2024, they expect revenue growth of 61% and earnings per share growth of 55.7%. Now, if you look back at its results, I think those results tend to agree with what Wall Street is expecting from Supermicro. Although their growth rate is expected to decelerate, they expect significant growth in its current fiscal year. Now, if we take a look at Supermicro stock price increase, it's jumped from a little under $320 per share up to $495 per share in 1 month. That's significant increases in price. Although the company has, like we talked about, justified that increase with improvement in its financial performance. Jumps in sales, profits, income from operations, all of that have increased for Supermicro, and management expects them to continue at least for the current fiscal year. So if you look at the valuation, if we look at the forward price to earnings ratio, that's up to 22.07. That's considerably more expensive than when I recommended the stock. It was trading around a forward price to earnings of 12. Still, I think expectations from Wall Street about what this company is going to deliver in terms of earnings per share over the next few fiscal years, I believe is going to increase over the coming days and weeks as they incorporate this new guidance from management. These earnings just came out, so Wall Street analysts haven't had time to incorporate the information from these earnings results into their forecasts for the company's current and next few fiscal years. So when they update those forecasts, this valuation will look better because the denominator, the earnings per share estimate for the next 4 quarters, will increase and thereby making the valuation look more attractive. So even though Supermicro stock is up so much already in 2024, I'm keeping the stock rated as a buy following these excellent earnings results. Did you know that over 90% of the people that watch my channel are not subscribed? It'll really help support my channel if you hit that subscribe button. And oh, by the way, one of the benefits of being subscribed is that I take requests from subscribers more often than I do from non-subscribers. So if you prefer that benefit, please subscribe to the channel.